I just celebrated my 1 year anniversary on YouTube, and if I was to start a new YouTube channel today, this is what I would do. And I'm sharing with you my experiences and the things that I have learned for the time that I have been on YouTube as a creator. So if you see me for the first time, welcome to the channel, subscribe. This is Creator Classmates, and it's just a group of creators, a platform where we come together, interact, share what we know, and just grow together on the platform. Make sure you're subscribed. My name is Winnie, and let's dive right in. Step number one, if I was to start a YouTube channel today, first of all, I would choose a niche. I know it sounds cliche, everybody's saying it, but everybody's saying it because it is the truth. That is what it is. I have been on YouTube for a while now, and I have personally experienced firsthand like the results of not having a niche. My channel sort of lacked a niche, and that is why I was forced to create this new other channel where I'm now trying to like niche down. A niche basically is like a topic where you're good at and you're talking about, and you're like choosing this what I want to talk about. Like if you're good at something and you want to share, that is your niche. Say for example you love cooking, so you're gonna make a cooking video or cooking channel. So your niche is basically cooking, and you're teaching people who love to cook, and like who love to learn about cooking because you're experienced. So that is your niche, that is your category. Now the importance of choosing a niche, first of all, it helps you as a creator to like just focus on one lane. It's easier to deliver when you're like focused on one thing instead of when you're like all over the place. Today you're making a cooking video, tomorrow you're making a review, the next day you're making a vlog. Like you're all over the place. Even you yourself as a creator, you get confused because the next day you want to create a new video, you don't know how or where to start, because yesterday it was a cloth haul, and the next day it was a vlog, and the next day you were traveling, and the next day you're cooking. Like you're all over the place, you get confused. The importance of having a niche is like you know what you're working towards. Like you have like one goal, I am a cooking vlog, I love to cook. And yeah, I talked about this yesterday, I can talk about this today. Basically it's easier for you as a creator if you're like niched down, and it also helps your audience to like know what to expect from you. Like when they click on your video, they know what to expect from that video. If they click on like Creator Classmates, they know what they're expecting. They're expecting to be taught the tips and the tricks, the the tips and tricks. Yeah, they're expecting to learn like the tips and tricks of content creation, and like like your channel in itself becomes like a topic. Like somebody can binge watch your videos because they're interested in the topic. If today somebody comes across my channel, for example, and they are a creator and they want to learn about content creation, it's easier for them to watch this video and watch the next and the next and the next, because they're all in the same category. And like if they watch this and I'm telling them what to do to get to create a new YouTube channel, and the next video is about cooking, and the next is about dancing, so like they get confused as well. Choosing a niche also helps the algorithm to like recommend your videos, and they know the people who love your videos. By the way, when you come to YouTube and you start posting, if you're like a new channel and you're just starting and it's like your first video, the algorithm is not sure exactly where to place you. So they're gonna like sit back and watch what you're gonna post next, and maybe like your first 10 videos, for them to categorize you in a place, for them to know like, oh, this creator talks about this. So when they're recommending your videos, they're recommending it to the right people who are like interested in the things that you're talking about. Basically, just choose a niche. If you fail to choose a niche, you will eventually choose a niche. I failed to choose a niche in my first channel, and I was just all over the place. And here I am now, going back to choosing a niche. If you are starting on YouTube and you're still not sure what niche you want to go for, just do it. Just do anything that comes to your mind, because sometimes when you're starting on YouTube, you really want to niche down, right? But you don't know what is the best niche to go into. I mean, you have like zero experience, you're just starting, so go with what comes. If you just decide like today I want to cook, show them how I'm cooking my dinner or something, just record the video still. I know we just said niche down, but if you can't find a niche, that doesn't mean you stop posting or you wait, because the longer you wait, the longer you're not getting anywhere. It's better to go and learn the journey on the way. Just learn the lessons you need on the way, instead of like just standing in one place because you don't know where to go. I mean, if you standing in one spot for like 1 month, it's taken you a month, 2, 3, and you're still trying to choose a niche. Like, just post already. You will figure out your niche along the way. It's better than just staying still because you haven't found a niche. When I started my channel, I didn't know what niche to go for. Posted everything. Learned what works, what doesn't. I basically tried all the niches that I thought were possible for me and eventually settled on one. So it's okay to post if you don't have a niche, but like, post on the things that you think would be your niche, and then see the one that works for you and go with that one. Eventually you'll get one that works. The second thing that I would do if I was to start a YouTube channel today, I would choose between shorts and longs. Yes, I would choose between my short form content and my long form and decide which one I want to go for. This is why I'm telling you this, because when you start on YouTube and you decide, like, let me do long form content, and you stick to long form content, you get money, you get paid, because your long form content is going to be like generating the people who are interested in that long form content. And by the way, the CPM and the RPM for long form content is way higher compared to those for shorts. Okay, CPM is basically the amount of money that the advertisers are willing to pay YouTube for them to advertise on your channel or on the platform. And RPM is the amount of money that YouTube is paying you, the creator, to advertise on your videos. So basically, if the advertiser decides that they're going to pay YouTube, say 1,000 shillings, I'm using shillings because that's my currency. Say they're paying 1,000 for YouTube to like publish their advertisement, right? Then YouTube decides that out of that 1,000, they're gonna keep their share and give you your share. So around 55%, 65, around there, I don't know. Just assume it's 50. So say even it's 50-60. 50-50, 60-40. Whatever percentage it is. So YouTube is going to keep their share out of their 1,000 and you're going to get your share. So maybe YouTube takes like 400 and you take like 600. That's just a rough estimate, an example, right? So the CPM is the 1,000 shillings that the advertiser is willing to pay. But if the YouTube pays you 600, then 600 is your RPM. So basically the RPM and the CPM for like longs is higher compared to that of shorts. Shorts has a very small CPM. It's like cents. You basically get cents. And by CPM and RPM, I'm talking about per 1,000 views. So if you have like 1,000 views on your long form content, you're gonna make more money than if you had like 1,000 views on your shorts, because the shorts are just paying cents. Okay, but here's the trick, and this is why I'm saying you have to choose between shorts and long form content, because when you start on YouTube and you post and you maybe go for like long form content, for example, because it pays more, right? But you need to realize something. When you're starting on YouTube, it is actually easier to like get more views on your shorts than on your long form content, for some reason. So I'm not saying that shorts don't pay. Shorts actually pay if you generate like a lot of views. If you have like 100,000 views or 50,000 views, you're gonna get some money, but not as much as if you had the same views on your long form content. You have to choose between longs and shorts, because short form content in itself is going to have you having like a lot of diverse audience. When I started my channel, it was basically, I started by posting long form content, but then along the way I posted a short, and that is where things went I don't want to say south, but everything just got mixed up, because now I have shorts. I have been posting long form content and then I post a short, and then the short performs so well, it makes me look at my long form contents like don't really want to continue posting long form content. But then the trick is this: shorts is like, they're short videos, yeah, they're like 30 seconds, 1 minute, and when you're posting shorts, you're gonna be all over the place, to be honest. Unless for you to like make money and have subscribers and have an audience, you'll have to like make shorts on various topics. Okay, so if you're niching down, it's gonna be tough to be posting shorts unless you're posting the shorts that are like related to your videos. But for me, and from what I have learned on the channel, on being on the platform for long enough, and my own personal research, I have learned that people who are on YouTube, and I'm gonna give you an assignment, you go check your favorite YouTubers and see. The ones who are on YouTube posting shorts are exclusively posting shorts. Like when you check the analytics, they could be posting like long form here and there, but you'll find that like almost 100% of their content is shorts, and they're also posting long form content. They're doing 100% long form content. It is a strategy. It is, they know what they're doing. Okay, they know what they're doing. But you who is all over the place, you're here and there, you are nowhere because you're all over the place. Like you just, we can't really pin where you are. And when I was doing my own personal research, I just realized, and there's this app by Mr. Beast that was, I don't know what the name of the app is. I'll tell you in maybe my next video. I'll link it somewhere there. But Mr. Beast made this app, and you're like able to see like how the other creators are performing, how much their views are getting, and how much they're being paid. And there is a section in Mr. Beast's app. It's called View Stats or something. I'm not sure about the name of the app. But basically on that app, when I was looking at my favorite creators, because I went there and I was like, let me see what those people are getting, like how are they doing? Because it's not easy to find people's analytics. Like people don't share their analytics because they're only them can see their analytics. But when I was able to like see the analytics through the app, I realized these creators are sticking with one thing. The ones who are doing long form content are just doing long form content and not shorts. The ones who are doing shorts are just doing shorts and long form content. So if you're going to start on YouTube, I need you to decide if you're going to post shorts, then do shorts. And just go all in. When you have chosen whether you're doing shorts or you're doing long form content on YouTube, go all in. Give it your best. Give it your best, like the best you could do. Give it your best and watch how that evolves. And now the third thing that I would do if I was on YouTube today. First of all, I expect you to have already made up your mind that you want to post. You see, I'm not even talking about that because if you're here, you are a creator. You are a creator. Say to yourself that I am a creator. So if you're going to post on YouTube, if I'm to start a YouTube channel today, I would just post. Like just post that video. Don't overthink how it's supposed to look, how the editing is gonna look, how like you're gonna use all these features that you hear people saying. Like just post your first video. And when you're posting your video, please just try to focus more on the content of your video rather than all the fancy editing that goes into the video. Sometimes, especially if you're starting, you are not good with editing yet. You're like starting, you're like still learning how to use these softwares, but make sure there's quality over quantity, like quality in your content, such that when somebody watches your video, they're actually learning something from it. If you have recorded a video, for example, and you're still not posting it because you're still working on the editing, don't you think you're wasting time? Don't you think that time that you wasting, you could have, made another video? Like, I think the problem I did when I started my channel was I wasted too much time trying to learn. I wasted too much time trying to use the softwares. And MacQ, I was doing this for the first time. All these softwares I hear about, Canva, InShot, I don't know what. All these softwares, I was hearing them for the first time. I was learning to use all of them at the exact same time, and I still want results. Do you see how much pressure that puts me in? You'd rather just post as you go. Like, the more you learn how to use the features and the apps as you go, because if you cannot wait and say I'm waiting until I know how to use all the features in CapCut or something to start posting so I can edit my videos. I have a backlog of videos on my phone that I have never posted to date because I recorded them, and instead of posting them, I thought I still don't know how to edit. I'm still learning how to use CapCut. And the more I'm saying that, the more time is going, and the more time goes, the less the chances are that you will post the video. To be honest, if you record a video today and you wait for like 1 week, 2 weeks to post it, the chances that you will post that video are very slim. Post your video as soon as you record it, before you record the next one. You can backlog, yes, but as soon as you record it, edit it and post it right there. Don't procrastinate. The problem is procrastinating because you're thinking, I'm not good enough yet. I still don't know how to edit. chances are you will never post that video. And you have wasted time recording. It's catching up space on your phone like mine are. It is just, you could have just posted them already. Okay? If you're starting on YouTube, just post your first video. Just post your videos as they come. The more you do them, these things come with practice. You cannot be good at something you have not done. You don't expect yourself to be good at something you've never done before. So if you're starting for the first time, just post as they come. The more you do that, the better your production gets, the better your videos get, the better even your editing skills get. Because it's a muscle and you have to practice to make the muscle. Otherwise, if you wait for the muscle to grow on its own without practicing, that's like diabolical. That's crazy. The next thing that I would do on YouTube if I was to start today is I would post every day. Yeah. If not every day or like more frequently in a week, try to post like multiple times, because the trick in YouTube, to be honest, is consistency. YouTube appreciates consistency. So the more you're consistent on the app, the algorithm sees that and they're like, oh, this person is always posting, then they push your videos. But if you post once in a while and you disappear, it takes time for your channel to catch up. So if I was to post on YouTube every day, I would focus more on consistency and like don't look at the numbers. The numbers don't matter when you're starting, because obviously when you're starting the numbers will be low. And if you keep looking at the numbers, you're gonna get discouraged. Don't look at the numbers, focus on your work. Set aside your role. What is your role in the whole success of your YouTube channel? Identify what your role is. Okay, you've identified your role is to produce good quality content that are gonna be making you money in the long run, right? So that's your goal. In your goal, what's your role? Your role is to just put out content. The numbers has nothing to do with you. Like how the video performs is not your part to play. That is God's part and the algorithm and whatever is behind the scenes. But you play your role. If you're supposed to record, if you've decided that I'll be recording like a number of videos in a week, make sure you are delivering your part. Deliver your part. You know the saying that help yourself so that God helps you? It's exactly that. Like you do your part, and then the rest will be taken care of automatically as a result of you doing your part. And make sure you're working on your thumbnails as well, because when you're starting on YouTube, something I would do better, because when I started on YouTube, I didn't have thumbnails. I didn't know. But I also extend grace to myself because I was new. I didn't know. Like, I was learning all these things as I go. So, like, when I started my first videos, I didn't have thumbnails. I just used to hear about thumbnails. But basically, thumbnails is like when somebody is looking at your videos on, like, the For You page, what do they see? Make them have a thumbnail that is clickable. We're going to do a whole video on thumbnails, but make sure your thumbnail is like clickable, and like from your thumbnail, we can automatically start telling what the video is about without like clicking on the video. Like if your video is about cooking chapati, for example, your thumbnail should show that, so that even before somebody clicks, they already know what to expect from clicking this video. So work on your thumbnails. And the most important thing you could do on this platform, I am telling you, and I have learned this from my own mistakes on the platform, the most important thing you're going to have to do if you're starting on YouTube today is to create evergreen content. Evergreen content. As green as that plant. Green content. Evergreen content is the content that like is going to be searchable and can still be viewed by people like many, many years after you've posted it. A video like how to do something, people are always wanting to know how to do things. If you're doing a video, maybe you're like gaming somebody and you're like how to be a pro at gaming. At one point in time, even if it's not today, somebody will search up that on Google or on YouTube and they're going to find it, because it's an evergreen content. It's content that is searchable. So try to create evergreen content, because you're trying to make a passive source of income, something that even 5 years later, it's going to still pay you. You're still going to get money from that. So like you don't want to be creating videos that are not evergreen, because that means you have to be creating every day, even when you're busy, even when you don't have time. But if you create evergreen content, it's a good passive income for you. 10 years later, somebody will still search how to grow on YouTube and they'll find your video, because it's an evergreen content. That's basically what it is. So make sure to go for evergreen content. Do your thumbnails. Don't focus on the numbers. Choose whether you're going for shorts or long form content. And niche down. Those are the 5 things that I would do if I was to start a YouTube channel today. Now tell me, which one is it you're doing, which one is it you've heard of before, and which one is it you've never heard of again. Okay, leave a comment section, subscribe, and see you in my next video.